What if I told you that the most important thing about being a mom is not having the perfect house? It's not about having the cleanest house. It's not about making the most delicious, Pinterest-worthy meals. It's all about being there for your children. It's all about bonding with your kids, that connection that you have with your kids. What if I told you that the most important part of being a mom is not sacrificing everything you have for your kids, but rather taking care of yourself so you can show up in the best possible way that you can for them? What if I also told you that the most important part of being a mom is not giving it all to your kids, okay, and giving them everything they desire, but being present even during their little wins, okay, at every point in time? I used to think that being a mom and being a good mom meant having everything under control. The healthy meals were being given to them, you provided basic necessities to the kids, and they had everything, they never lacked. I just felt that all these had to do with being the perfect mom, until one day my then 5-year-old approached me and told me, "Mom, you're always busy." And that hit me, I must tell you. That was when I began to reflect. I sat back to think about my life. I cried, because to me, I felt okay, because I always provided, their dad always provided, and I always provided whatever it was they needed. I always ensured there was enough food, they had enough to eat, they had their cereals, they had their ice cream, they had their snacks, they had everything they needed. So I felt like for me that was enough. They had good clothes to wear, they had their tablets, they had everything that they really needed. I felt okay, were the basic necessities they needed, and to me I felt okay, this was enough. So even if I'm not there, they would understand. But that was when I found out that no, that wasn't the case. I began to reevaluate my life as a mom. I began to focus more and pay more attention to the things that mattered. Okay, then I saw that I could actually make out time and reprioritize my options. Okay, because then I had a lot. I was working on some postgraduate studies and everything else, but it was giving me little to no time for my kids. For me, I felt okay, they had what they needed. Okay, so whenever they told me they needed school supplies or whatever else they needed, I always ensured that those things were there for them, but my presence was not necessarily there. Okay, even when I am there, I just stay there and I feel like I've given my presence, but I'm not fully there with them. Okay, I'm either there, maybe I'm reading, I'm surfing the net looking for one thing or the other. So that's not the same. Okay, you may think that you're present there for your kids, that you're present, after all you are with them. Okay, but while you are there, is it just your body that is present? Are you really interacting with them? Are you listening on their conversations to know, okay, this is what they are saying, or this is what they are not saying, okay, this is how I can help out, or this is how this should go, this is how this should not go? Or are you just there and then you claim to be bodily present, but your mind is not there with them because you are engaged with one thing or the other? So that was the confusion, or that was the misconception that I had. I felt that because I was sitting in their midst, while they were playing their games or while they were doing whatever, that as a result of that, the fact that I was sitting in their midst was enough. So I didn't know that it's had to do with a lot more than that. Okay, so not just being present, but as you're present, you're engaging, you're bonding with them, you get to understand them better that way. Okay, because of the fact that you are devoting more time to them. And one thing that it does is when you bond with your kids, it helps you to know when some things are going amiss or when someone is going astray. Okay, it helps you to know your kids better, to the point where if one is beginning to make certain moves or take certain actions that you may not be aware of, maybe in your absence, you begin to notice those subtle signs. You become more sensitive to their movements and their emotions and the way they do their things. Okay, so that's what these things do. So that's why today I've come out here to share this with you, because it took me a long time to realize that being present for your kids doesn't just mean sitting in their midst while you are busy doing whatever it is you're doing. Okay, you have to devote time to them. All right, so I'm going to be sharing with you some of the things that you can do, okay, that would help you to have more time with your kids, okay? And trust me, it's achievable. I remember someone telling me recently that she's scared of being a mom, and I could completely relate. I could completely understand, because being a mom can be very overwhelming. Okay, if your moms could do that and their moms before them and everyone else, you see other moms doing it, you too can. Okay, you can do it. All right, if you've not subscribed before now, please consider subscribing. And I also want to share some things with you that would help you to be more present and put that phone down. So I remember one time years ago, while I was teaching the kids something about family, and they were required to draw a picture of their family, like a family tree. And one of the kids walked up to me and asked that was it okay for her to draw a picture of her mom holding her phone or pressing her phone. And I think she actually went ahead to do that, and then she showed me and asked if it was okay for her to do that. I had to ask her the reason why. Okay, I didn't respond with a yes or no. I just wanted to know why she would want to draw that or depict her mom in that way. And she told me that the reason was that her mom was always on her device. When I had a discussion with the mom was not sharing the same views with the daughter, because she felt she was always present. In fact, sometimes she would even have to cancel appointments just to be with her kids. But then she's online using her device to go on Zoom or to go on Google Meet to still catch up with that appointment that she missed physically. So to her, she felt she was devoting time to the kids. Drop your phone, even if it means for 10 minutes. If you give your kids 10 minutes of uninterrupted, undivided attention every day, it's something. Okay, 10 meaningful minutes, trust me, you're going to be the better for it, and you would definitely learn a thing or two within those minutes, and your kids would always cherish those moments. Another thing that you can do better, let go of the guilt. Okay, don't feel like, oh, your house is not clean enough, oh, the mess, oh, this is not tidy enough, oh, this is that. Let go of the guilt, okay, and just live in the moment. Okay, let go of the guilt that, okay, you were not around for your you traveled at some point, or you had a meeting to attend, or you had a business deal that you needed to close, and then that made you to not be involved in your kids' life at a particular time. Just live in the moment. Okay, forget whatever has happened in the past and try to work and live in the moment. Now, another thing is make every moment count. Even if it means you are sharing meals in the kitchen, the kids can be a part of it. Whatever it is, you are bathing your kids, sing with them, play with them, talk to them while you're doing that. Give them extra minutes of bedtime stories, whatever it is that you do together. Even if it's school runs, use that opportunity to ask after their classmates, or what they enjoyed most in school, or why they love a particular subject, or why they prefer a particular teacher over the other. Trust me, moments like this help to build that connection. Okay, you must not wait for, because you want 10 minutes of your time with your kids, you just devote. It has to be every 7 p.m. You make it stereotypical. It could be when you're doing your school runs in the morning, you're just chipping in one or two things and then asking them what they think or their opinion on certain issues, or and that way you're still building that connection. So any moment that you have with your kids, cherish and make good use of that moment, because you may not have the time to just say, okay, you're going to just bring out a particular period of time, especially on school days or on work days. All right, and weekends may not be enough for you to catch up with your kids on every aspect. That's that. I have this mom who is usually not around. Okay, she usually travels, and one time she approached me and told me that she had a serious concern because she wasn't spending as much time with her daughter as she would have wanted to. And it's not like it's her making, it's because she's always busy, because due to the nature of her job and all. She would have loved to devote more time to her daughter, but she was just taking my advice, like, okay, on times or at times when she's not around, or those periods when she's not in the country or in town, what can she do to just boost or improve her connection with her kid? Considering the fact that her kid goes to school, so she can't even say, let her kid tag along, because the child has to go to school. So she now asked, and the response I gave her was that she should just find a way she could do maybe a virtual meeting with the girl every day. So in this case, she had a time when, of course, the girl will be out of school. When the girl is home from school, she made out time, 10 to 15, 20 minutes max every day, where she spoke virtually, okay, with the child via Google Meet. She would make sure she's seeing her daughter is seeing her, they're talking, she's asking, and there's this back and forth, and they're seeing themselves, and it really worked for her along the line, because that was even the medium that daughter used to divulge certain information that she didn't even know about before then, to her. So it helped to improve her connection and her relationship with her child. Okay, because at some point she was going to feel like she was a stranger to her, because she only gets to see her when she's around, and then she doesn't really like see her virtually or interact with her when she's not there. So that really helped her to build the connection with her child. And the intentional questions as well also help to like improve their mom-daughter relationship. Finally, take care of yourself as well, because a happy mom is a better mom. So you can't take good care of your family or your kids, or have that bond with your kids, or be there for your kids enough if you're not taking care of yourself. You can't, if you're breaking down or falling ill, you won't be able to have the time to spend with your kids. So what I would advise is take care of yourself. Ensure that you too are in a good frame of mind, mentally, that you are good, physically, emotionally, all round, that you are doing well for yourself, so that you would have the ability and the capacity to be there for your kids when they need you. Okay, so yes, thank you for stopping by my channel today, and don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and also share with me if you have any other tips you do with your kids that work for you. Okay? And I'll be in the comment section. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon in another video. Bye.